afternoon, everyone. In this session, we'll also do the moles question from different past papers. This is already we did in the last session, but as a revision, I will answer this question today as well and recall the formulas which we can use to find a mole. So there are three formulas because finding moles there are two ways: either use a formula or ratio. So what are the three formulas for moles? Moles equals mass in gram divided by the molar mass. Molar mass means if it's a molecule, then it would be a molecular mass, or if it's an atom, then it will be an atomic mass. The second formula for moles is equals to the concentration of solution, I'm writing it short, multiplied by volume of solution, but that always be in decimeter cube. And the third formula to get the moles, that is only valid for gases, and moles is equals to volume of gas in decimeter cube divided by 24. So these are the three formulas which we will use to solve questions. Or the second way to solve the moles question is by using the ratio. So as you can see here in this one, we have sodium nitrate, which is a white crystalline solid. It is heated. When it is heated, it melts, and the following reaction occurs. So sodium nitrate turned into sodium nitrite plus oxygen. So they give us the 3.4 grams of sodium nitrate is heated. We have to find the mole. So if we have the mass, so to get the moles, we have the formula moles equal mass in gram divided by the molar mass. Molar mass means atomic mass or molecular mass. If substance is a molecule, then it will be a molecular mass. If substance is atom, then it will be atomic mass. So mass in gram is 3.4 divided by molar mass of sodium nitrate. What is sodium nitrate? It is NaNO3. So what is the molar mass of sodium nitrate? To get the molar mass of sodium nitrate, you have to use a periodic table. As you can see on your screen, this is a periodic table that will be available in exam. You don't have to memorize the masses. So when we check sodium, it is 23 because we are finding the mass of sodium nitrate, which is NaNO3. So sodium is 23 here, plus the nitrogen. When we check nitrogen, it is 14, plus when we check oxygen, it is 16. That is multiplied by 3. So it will be 23 plus 14, that is 37, 37, and 16 multiplied by 3, that is 48. So 37 plus 48, the total sum when we add will get 85. So the molar mass or the molecular mass is 85. So we have to find the number of moles of sodium nitrate. We'll use the formula moles equal mass in gram divided by molar mass. In exam, it is not necessary that you first write the formula. Even if you did like this, in exam you wrote moles equal 10 divided by 85. You will get the marks when, not 10, like 3.4, because the mass in gram is 3.4. So 3.40 divided by 85, you will get the marks. For moles, you are getting 0.04. So you will get the marks for this. Or if the reason why I'm writing a formula every time, because you are solving these questions for the first time, that's why. So you learn that the moles equal mass in gram divided by molar mass. But without writing a formula, you just substitute the value and get the answer, you will get the marks as well. The second part, so the first part is done, we use the formula. The second part, we need number of moles of oxygen formed. About the oxygen, when you see about the oxygen, nothing is given in the question. So if nothing is given in the question about oxygen, what I should use? Formula or ratio? If information about oxygen is not complete, we don't know anything about oxygen, so what I should use to get oxygen? So in that case, we will take a ratio. And what ratio we'll take? Because we have sodium nitrate and we need oxygen, so we'll take a ratio between sodium nitrate and oxygen. So what is the ratio between sodium nitrate and oxygen according to equation? Because the ratio you can only take the ratio from equation. So how many moles of sodium nitrate are there? That is 2. And how many moles of oxygen are there? If nothing is written, it means 1 is there. So 2 is to 1 is the ratio between sodium nitrate and oxygen. But in the question, how many moles of sodium nitrate are used? So the previous answer, and I mentioned that in moles question, the topics, they are interrelated like the parts. So if we have 0.04, then how many moles of oxygen should be there? X. Now what we do, we cross multiply. So this 2 is multiplied with x. So when 2 is multiplied with x, that is 2x. And when 1 is multiplied by 0.04, so 1 into 0.04, so it will be 0.04. But we need x. So 2x is equals to 0.04. This 2 is multiplied. When number is multiplied, other side it will be divided. So it will be 0.04 divided by 2. So 0.04 divided by 2, how many moles we'll get? We'll get 0.02 moles of oxygen. Is it clear? The second part, the number of the moles of oxygen. Heather, Hiba, Nourish, Vizat, Abdullah Safrar, Saim, Dasira, Afreen. Then the third one, we need volume of oxygen formed. How much oxygen is formed, we need that volume. So to get the volume of a gas, you have again the formula that moles equal volume of the gas divided by 24. So moles, how many moles were there for oxygen? That is 0.02. Volume of the gas, we don't know. We are finding that. So volume of the gas is unknown and divided by 24. So if 24 is divided, other side it will be multiplied. So 24 multiplied by 0.02. What will be our final answer? It will be 0.48 decimeter cube. So that is how we got the volume of oxygen. So the journal trend, I told yesterday as well the same thing. The journal trend of solving the moles question, the first part normally is by formula. The second part is by ratio. And the third part is again by a formula. This is a journal trend. It's not with like always true, but it is a journal trend. Most of the time you will find a similar pattern. So what we did in the first part, we were having 3.4 grams of sodium nitrate. So we have the mass and we need moles. So how to get the moles from mass? From the mass in gram divided by molar mass will give us the moles. So mass in gram is 3.4. And what about the molar mass? Molar mass means molecular mass of sodium nitrate. How to get the molar mass of sodium nitrate? So you have to check a periodic table. When you check periodic table, sodium is 23, nitrogen is 14, and oxygen is 16. So when you solve this, you will get the total mass of sodium nitrate to be 85. So mass in gram is 3.4 and the molar mass is 85. So 3.4 divided by 85, you will get the moles of sodium nitrate. Then to get the moles of oxygen, because we don't have complete information about oxygen. So whenever you don't have complete information, you use the equation to get the moles, and we have sodium nitrate and we need oxygen, and according to equation the ratio between sodium nitrate and oxygen is 2:1. So if we have 0.04, then x moles of oxygen will be there. We cross multiply. So when we cross multiply, 2x is equals to 0.04, so x is equals to 0.02. So we got the moles of oxygen. And the last part, because that can be done by a formula, that formula for gas, if we need a volume of a gas and we have the moles. So the formula which relate and the volume of a gas is moles equal volume of gas divided by 24. So there were 0.02 moles of oxygen, volume of the gas we don't know, and divided by 24. If 24 is divided, other side it will be multiplied. So 24 times 0.02, that will give us 0.48 decimeter cube of oxygen gas. Is it clear to everyone that how this question is done? Then another question, sulfur dioxide react with chlorine in addition reaction to form sulfuryl chloride. So this is sulfur dioxide. It reacted with chlorine to form sulfuryl chloride. 8 grams of sulfur dioxide mixed with 14.2 grams of chlorine. The mass of 1 mole means molar mass. When they say mass of 1 mole, that means the molar mass. The mass of 1 mole of sulfuryl chloride is 135 grams. Calculate the mass of sulfuryl chloride formed by the mixture. But this is the main objective, this is the main question. But whenever you're solving the question, you have to follow the steps. So first one, they're asking calculate number of moles of sulfur dioxide in the mixture. So how many moles of sulfur dioxide in the mixture are there? They mention the mass of sulfur dioxide. So what is the mass of sulfur dioxide? As you read the question, you will find they mention 8 grams of sulfur dioxide. So we have the mass of sulfur dioxide, that is 8 grams. So if we have the mass in gram, then we can use a formula that moles equal mass in gram divided by the molar mass. So mass in gram for sulfur dioxide, because we are finding the moles of sulfur dioxide, so we should have the mass of sulfur dioxide, which is 8, divided by the molar mass. How to get the molar mass? So for molar mass, you have to check the periodic table, because we want to find the molar mass of sulfur dioxide. So if you want to work out the molar mass of sulfur dioxide, what is the mass of sulfur? In the periodic table, what is the mass of sulfur element? That's 32. So mass of sulfur is 32. Plus, what about the mass of oxygen? That is 16. And how many oxygen atoms are there? Because there are 2 oxygen atoms, so it will be multiplied by 2. So this will be 32 plus 16 multiplied by 2 is also 32. And 32 plus 32, yeah, that's good, Abdullah. 32 plus 32, so total sum will be 64. So the molar mass of sulfur dioxide is 64. So when we check the question, we need the moles of sulfur dioxide. So how to get the moles of sulfur dioxide? That will be mass in gram. So mass in gram of sulfur dioxide divided by its molar mass. So mass in gram of sulfur dioxide is 8, and the molar mass we worked out by a periodic table, that is 64. So 8 divided by 64, that is 0.125. So how many moles we'll get? 0.125 moles. Is it clear, the first part? So you always try to follow the question parts to get the final answer. The second one, calculate the number of moles of chlorine. So what is the mass of chlorine given in the question? 14.2. So again we'll use the same formula to get the moles of chlorine, that is mass in gram divided by the molar mass. So mass in gram is 14.2, but what about the molar mass? So for molar mass you have to check again the periodic table. So when you check the periodic table, what is the mass of chlorine atom? That is 35.5, but we need the mass of chlorine molecule, as it's a non-metal, exists as a molecule. So this is atomic mass, but here we have molecule. So it will be 35.5 times 2. So 35.5 multiplied by 2, that makes 71. So basically we have the molar mass of 71. So to get the moles, because that's the main question, you need the moles. So for moles of the chlorine in the mixture, mass in gram is 14.2 divided by 71. What is the answer for this? 0.2. So this will be 0.2. And for moles of sulfur dioxide, that was 8 gram divided by 64. So we were getting 0.125. So this was 0.125 and the other one is 0.2. Is it clear, this question? Some of the parts I removed from this because they are related to another topic, which is about the limiting and excess pH, because we are doing only the moles question, so we are only solving that part. Okay, another question. Iron 3 sulfate, this is iron 3 sulfate, decompose when heated, it break down when heated. Calculate the mass of iron 3 oxide formed. So we have to find the mass of iron 3 oxide formed and the volume of sulfur trioxide. So we want to find the volume of sulfur trioxide as well when 10 gram of iron sulfate is heated. So the mass of iron sulfate is given 10 gram and mass of 1 mole is given. So sometimes they give you the mass of 1 mole. The mass of 1 mole means the molar mass is also given. So the first part they're asking number of moles of iron sulfate. How to get the number of moles of iron sulfate? So we have the formula that moles equal so we have the formula that moles equal mass in gram divided by the molar mass. So what is the mass in gram? Because we are finding the moles of iron sulfate. So how much mass of iron sulfate is given in the question? That is 10. 10 gram is a mass which is given, and molar mass. Molar mass means mass of 1 mole. So 10 gram of iron sulfate is heated, which is having a molar mass or molecular mass of 400. So it will be 10 divided by 400. Is it clear, the first part? We don't have to find the molar mass from a periodic table in this example as it is given in the question. So this will give us 0.025 moles. Is it clear, the first part? Yeah, they're asking for iron 3 oxide, but that is the final question. Look, if you read the question, iron 3 sulfate, this is one compound, iron 3 sulfate. What is iron 3 sulfate? The formula for iron 3 sulfate is Fe2SO4 in a bracket 3. This is iron 3 sulfate. It decomposes when heated. We have to calculate the mass of iron 3 oxide. That is the main objective, but we have to follow the step to solve the question. Directly we cannot get the mass of iron 3 oxide, so we have to follow their step. So the formula for iron 3 oxide is Fe2O3. And we need the volume of sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxide, SO3. When 10 gram of iron sulfate, so we have, what we have 10 gram of iron sulfate is there. And the mass of 1 mole, when they say mass of 1 mole, what they mean here, whenever they say mass of 1 mole, they are giving you the molar mass or molecular mass. So some questions you don't have to use a periodic table to get the molar mass. Why iron 2? This is a charge on the iron 2 or iron 3, because as we have already discussed how to write a formula, if I say I want to write a formula for iron sulfate or iron 3 sulfate, so what we do, how to write a chemical formula. So iron is Fe, the symbol, and this 3 is representing the charge on the iron, so it is plus 3. And sulfate, what is the formula for sulfate? It is SO4, the molecular ion with the charge -2. So to write a chemical formula, we cross multiply these valency. So this 2 will come with iron and this 3 will come with sulfate. So the formula for iron 3 sulfate will be Fe2, then sulfate is SO4 in a bracket 3. That's why the formula of iron 3 sulfate is Fe2SO4 in a bracket 3. And what about the formula of iron 3 oxide? So when we write the formula of iron 3 oxide, it means iron is there, which is having a charge of plus 3, and oxide means oxygen is there as it belongs to group 6, so it will be -2. Then we cross multiply the valencies. So this 2 will be multiplied with iron and this 3 will be multiplied with oxygen. So formula for iron 3 oxide will be Fe2O3. Is it clear, Abdullah? So this is how the formulas are there for iron 3 sulfate and for iron 3 oxide. Now the question is, iron 3 sulfate decompose. So what is decompose? Fe2SO4 in a bracket 3 decomposed. We have to find the mass of iron 3 oxide. The formula for iron 3 oxide will be Fe2O3 and sulfur trioxide, sulfur and 3 oxygen. So the formula of sulfur trioxide is SO3. In the question, 10 grams of iron 3 sulfate. So what we have 10 grams of Fe2SO4 in a bracket 3. And the mass of 1 mole means the molar mass or mass in gram. For 1 mole is given 400. So in the first part, we need the number of the moles. So how to get the number of moles of iron 3 sulfate if we have its mass? So then we'll use a formula. What is the formula? That moles equal mass in gram divided by the molar mass. Molar mass means mass of 1 mole. So what is the mass in gram of iron 3 sulfate given in the question? That's 10. And what about the molar mass? Molar mass means mass of 1 mole, or the molecular mass, which is 400. So it will be 10 divided by 400. So by 10 divided by 400 or 1 divided by 40, it will be 0.025 mole. Is it clear? The first part to everyone? Anyone having a doubt in the first part? So we use the formula to get the moles, which is mass in gram of iron sulfate divided by its molar mass. We got the moles. Now the second part, they're asking for number. So first we use a formula to get the answer. The second part, they're asking the number of moles of iron 3 oxide form. Any information is given about iron 3 oxide? So we don't have any information about iron 3 oxide, nothing is given. So if nothing is given, how to solve that part? We'll use a ratio. Now what ratio we will take? Because we already have iron sulfate. So we have iron sulfate, which is Fe2SO4 in a bracket 3. So we'll take iron sulfate ratio with iron oxide. So what is the ratio between them? If you have 1 mole of iron sulfate according to equation, you will get 1 moles of iron oxide. So ratio between them is 1:1. If we have 0.025, then how many moles will be there? X. So what we do, we cross multiply. 1 is multiplied with x, that's x, and 0.025 multiplied with 1, so it will be 0.025. So we'll get the same answer, which is 0.025 mole. Is it clear, the second part? Because the ratio is 1:1, so we'll get the same number of moles. So to solve the first part, we use a formula. To get the second part, we use a ratio. Now to get the third part, we need a mass. So how we can get the mass? To get the mass of iron 3 oxide, so we have the formula moles equal mass in gram divided by the molar mass. We are doing the third part now. So to solve the third part, again we are using a formula. So we need mass of iron 3 oxide. We have the moles of iron 3 oxide, the previous part we solved, so we have the moles 0.025. Mass in gram we are finding, that is unknown. What about the molar mass? Molar mass, how to get the molar mass? You will use a periodic table for the molar mass of iron 3 oxide. The formula of iron 3 oxide is Fe2O3. So we'll use a periodic table to find the molar mass of Fe2O3. So when you check Fe, iron, it is 56 multiplied by how many are there? 2. So it will be 56 multiplied by 2. And oxygen, it is 16 multiplied by 3. So 56 multiplied by 2, it will be 112, and 16 multiplied by 3, it will be 48. So 112 plus 48, so total sum, the molar mass will be 160. So the molar mass of iron 3 oxide is 160. So we use a formula to get the first answer, which was 0.025. Then we use a ratio 0.025, and again we are using a formula in which we have moles equal mass in gram divided by the molar mass. So moles of iron 3 oxide 0.025, mass in gram is unknown, and the molar mass, the mass of one molecule of iron 3 oxide is 160. If this 160 is divided, other side it will be multiplied. So 0.025 multiplied by 160. So how much iron 3 oxide formed? That is 4 grams. Is it clear? The third part? Then the next part, number of moles of sulfur trioxide. Any information is given about sulfur trioxide? Anything given about sulfur trioxide in this whole question? So nothing is given about sulfur trioxide. If nothing is given, how to solve that question? Again, what we do, we'll take a ratio. So now we have moles of both iron sulfate and iron oxide. So we can take any ratio. It's up to you which one you want to take the ratio. You will get the same answer. It does not make difference to the final answer. So you can take any ratio. It's up to you what you find easy. So example, normally it is easy to use the first one, because iron sulfate was given, iron 3 sulfate. So the formula of iron 3 sulfate is Fe2SO4 3. So I'm taking a ratio of iron 3 sulfate and sulfur trioxide. When I check the equation, if I have 1 mole of iron 3 sulfate, I will get 3 moles of sulfur trioxide. But if I have 0.025 moles of iron 3 sulfate, I will get X moles of sulfur trioxide. So how to solve this ratio? Cross multiply. 1 is multiplied with X, so that is X, and 3 is multiplied by 0.025. So what we get? 0.075 mole. Is it clear? This part? It was 0.025, so that's why we are getting 0.075. Then the last one, we need the volume. How to get the volume of the gas? So how to get the volume of the gas? We have the formula that moles of a gas is equals to volume of gas divided by 24. Moles of a gas we have 0.075. Volume of the gas is unknown, and divide by 24. This 24 is divided, other side it will be multiplied. So 0.075 multiplied by 24, it will be 1.8 decimeter cube. So you can see, look the pattern of the question. How we solve the first part? We solve the first part by formula, then ratio, then formula, then ratio, and then formula. So it's like alternate. First part by formula, second by ratio, third part by formula, fourth by ratio, fifth part is by formula again. Is it clear, this question to everyone? Abdullah Khan, Saim, Basira, Afreen, Nourish, Bizzat. So for moles question, there is a pattern to do these questions. Formula, ratio, formula, ratio, formula. So it's like alternate. The first one is by formula, the second by ratio, then formula, then ratio. and then we'll use formula again. Which answer you got? This 0.003? Which part? The first part, we got the moles. How we got the moles? That is mass in gram divided by molar mass. So 0.075 multiplied by 24, that is 1.8. You have to multiply them. We use a formula, we got 0.025. Then we use a ratio, it was 1:1, so we got the same answer. Then again we use a formula here that moles were 0.025 multiplied by molar mass was 160, so we got the moles. We got the mass in gram, which is 4. And then we use a ratio again, 1:3 is the ratio, so we got 0.075. And this, to get the volume, 0.075 multiplied by 24. So 0.075 multiplied by 24, your answer will be 1.8 decimeter.